We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with the SPY S&P 500 index gaining some traction here after dipping and consolidating, and we're going to break down in today's video if this is some real strength. But today, early on in the morning, our new release, the SpyBot, sent out a bull indicator since 8:40 a.m. and call options nearly 2 to 3x in a matter of minutes, and things took off throughout the rest of the day with full strength, giving that strength since that bull indicator early on in the morning all the way up to the highest point. Now, if you want to get on early with us every single morning with opportunities, whether it's from the SpyBot or stocks that I mention every single morning, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord to get in on early with us. We look forward to having you join us, and I'm going to share with you guys the home run opportunities I mentioned this morning as well. Every single stock I mentioned turned out to be a home run, and we're going to jump right into it here with the S&P 500 index and break down the overall bigger picture and what's going on here within the volatility. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you want to get on early with us every single morning, we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these were the home runs I mentioned this morning. Every single one of them turned out to be 20% plus at their highest points. And this is when we mentioned them and when we caught them. So KSCP was our home run on Friday. It went up nearly 400% plus. We were watching it today in the pre-market, pulling downwards towards the bell, had a jump of 30%, came back down and took off for a highest point of 50% plus, guys. Our other home run was TKLF, had consolidation, slightly pulled back after the bell, sat sideways, got that bull indicator, full strength on 42 vision, for a highest point of 30% plus. And FGI, we caught this one in the pre-market, pulling downwards under a bear indicator, went downwards towards the bell, right after got that bull indicator, strengthened 42 vision, and gave a highest point of 25% plus, guys. If you guys want to get on early with us, every single morning we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. So here we are with the S&P 500 index, and it seems to have slightly double bottom, right? Some people would argue that this was a double bottom effect, jumped up, came down, and jumped up even higher, right? But things continue to look kind of to the downside, right? Just a little bit of green. It was a full-on day filled with strength, but positions that people are probably holding have not reached back to the highs or their average cost, but it was a nice day to see things move. The question is, was this the dip here? And is this real strength? That's what we need to break down in today's video. And I'm going to share with you guys my honest, humble opinion and how I'm going to watch and navigate through this with 42 vision and some key things that the chart is showing. So the bull and bear indicators, I'm going to have them pop up here, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below to the 42 vision indicator. And by gaining access, you'll receive the clarity you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities no matter which direction the volatility and stocks are going. So check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. So the S&P 500 index has had a lot of volatility, right? And one of the biggest fake outs that happened was here from 4,500 up to 4,700, and things continue to pull downwards. And then we had small fake outs, right? But right now, this is one of those areas where it dipped, came up, slightly came back down, and has continued with strength. Today was a huge day filled with strength that we have not seen in a long time. So microscopically here on the 30-minute, things are looking a little bit strong. But we have some earnings coming up, and that's Google and Facebook. Until those earnings go through and the rest of this week, we have some big players this week as well. Apart from last week, it was a pretty big week. This week will be important as well because there's some big players as well reporting earnings. But Apple was one of those catalysts that kind of gave a little bit more strength to the situation as stocks were pulling downwards in the S&P 500 index. But when you zoom out, it looks great here on the 30-minute and the 4-hour. I was waiting for a bull indicator to pop up, and things are breaking out from this consolidation and back and forth. So far, we've gone from 4,200 to highs here of 45. That's a pretty big jump if you think about it. That's nearly a 5% move in just 2 days. But this bull indicator, we need to see, is it going to have enough strength to continue the transition like it did here, from red with green borders to dark green and green? Or is it going to be a stagnant one and a fake out like this one right here of red with green borders, and then reverse right back down, and then a bear indicator popped up and we hit newer lows? So is this a bull trap? Big question mark, right? So there's some key things I'm watching to give me this confirmation based off the history of the chart. Now, the 1 day is showing us a big push up, right? So the next thing that needs to follow, if it's going to be some sort of strength, is another dark green or red with green borders and a bull indicator on the 1 day based off the history of the chart here as we see it. And also even this push up here, because it was still from 46 up to 47. That was another small 2 to 5% jump. So I'm going to be watching for that. I'm going to be looking for that. And even though this bull indicator didn't just move up straight and it had to pull back down, it did continue up to all-time highs, because that bull indicator was still in strength as no bear indicator popped up. So that's going to be something important on the 1 day. But this is what I shared in the last video, and this is what's a bit alarming right now, and I'm hoping it gets canceled out pretty quickly. And that is the fact that a bear indicator popped up on the 1 week, and this is very important to be aware of because this does not pop up every single day. The last time we had it pop up was in 2018 in the taper tantrum, way back up here at 2800, went to lows of 2300, got that bull indicator later on towards the beginning of 2019, full bull run until the correction / crash of 2020 in March, from 3300 all the way down to 2100. We got a bull indicator right there in May, and things were strong all the way until this point. And we just got a bear indicator. This does not confirm until the bar closes, and it confirmed on Friday, and here we have a small bar. The question is this bar going to have enough strength this week, or is this all a bull trap and a fake out that turns out to last for several days, pulling everything slightly up and all of a sudden just pulling it right back down to retest these lows down here at this area, or even go below it, right? Super important. Now, if things do turn out to fake out, I have stated in my previous videos before, there's going to be a lot of volatility, and a bottom has not been confirmed even though there's been a slight bounce. Now, even though things are volatile, there's always going to be opportunities. I'm going to continue to watch carefully how the bull and bear indicator set up, how the SPY bot is sending out notifications over at the Discord, looking for daily opportunities and home runs every single day, no matter the direction stocks go, because within the volatility, there are opportunities, and even long-term ones are forming. I've always said this, that on pullbacks, right, when the market's pulling back, this is not where investing stops. This is where it begins to go ahead and set yourself up for the big opportunities of a discount of certain stocks falling in sympathy of the overall market. Now, another thing too that's allowing stocks to go higher, right, which I told everyone in my last several videos to watch carefully, is if things changed here, okay, which was the peak that we hit on the 27th, right, last week, and the 28th of 1.85, and if things slightly pulled back and consolidated at new lows, we could probably see stocks have a sympathy rally of this pulling back. All it takes is for this to spike up really fast, like it did right here slightly, or even here, and impact the chart in a significant way, going back up to these highs or even newer highs, because if you look at all the indexes, they ran. But if you look at the 10-year treasury, it went down and it's consolidated. So the lower this goes, the more type of risk on investing will be seen. But all it takes is one spike up from the 10-year treasury to go ahead and start spiking fear again and hurting this same momentum that we see here on the NASDAQ, same momentum that we see here on the S&P 500 index. So we are not sure yet if this is the bottom or is this forming a bull trap. Now, one of the ways I am seeking some type of clarity to be able to understand if we're in the middle of a bull trap or actual strength is comparing this dip here, right? We were under a bear indicator, slightly went up, went down, and if this momentum goes higher and higher and no bull indicator pops up and we slightly pull back, we're not out of it yet here. And that is not the bottom, because the way I watched the 2020 crash and correction was due to this bear indicator way up here at 3,300, slightly pulled back, slightly jumped up, but no bull indicator popped up and things continued. And a lot of people thought that was the bottom. And that was a big, big bull trap. So that's what I'm watching for. Obviously, these corrections and crashes are very different, but it still applies the same strategy, right? I need to see a bull indicator pop up to signify some type of strength. And even if a bull indicator does pop up, it doesn't really guarantee anything, but it is better confirmation than just seeing things push up under a bear indicator. And then on top of that, the 1 week is showing a bear indicator, and all we are in is a possible bull trap based off these two. On the 30-minute, on the 1 hour, things look a lot stronger, right? Like a bear indicator is getting canceled out by a bull indicator, but things are moving really fast, and 42 Vision's transitions are from white with red borders to green, and then the transitions on the way back down is from green to dark green with red borders, red and white with red borders, right? So right now we've done a full transition to the upside. The question is, how much longer could this transition continue, and how much strength is really behind this push up? As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.